and welcome to my cake kitchen. My name is Gladys, and over here I make simple, informative baking tutorials, and I also undertake baking tutorials live where we undertake a whole bake, we talk through ingredients and all sorts. In fact, over here we do all things baking, and today we are doing a baking marathon of cupcakes. Right about a few minutes ago, I take it like half an hour, I finished 84 cupcakes, chocolate cupcakes, that is up on the channel. And we are starting a batch of about another 84 vanilla cupcakes. We'll be back to get a red velvet cupcakes done. And this is because this is all part of a set of nearly 240 cupcakes that I have to make for a 60th birthday celebration. The earlier chat, the earlier stream was exciting. It was there was record numbers of all of you, so thank you. And if it's the first time you were joining me, it's a pleasure to have you. But before I go on, I'm going to do a little dance and a massive shout out to Amanda. Amanda is our OG moderator on here. When I started a live series over here, I had no idea what I was doing, and this lovely lady decided to nominate herself as our moderator. I think in recent times she's been a little bit absent on YouTube. But Amanda, if you can hear me, this is just to say, on the 4th of July, you were sitting so pretty in my head. But I just thought, I know how sometimes you want to do something as a favor and with good intention, but life is lifing and you're unable to kind of meet your commitments. And if it were me, normally I want to hide under a cupboard in a dark room somewhere and not do anything. So if I hadn't gotten in touch with you, that is not because you were forgotten at all. You weren't. It's because I thought about you. I do think about you. I mention you a lot. But I just thought I'd give you some space to kind of figure out whatever was going on there with the car and the babies. So I saw your comment. I responded quickly, like you should see me typing, or like the GIF that you see Kermit going like this. I just wanted to respond to you so you know that you're well thought of. And if you do join us back in this stream, welcome. That's a tangent about the lovely Amanda that I love so much, who provides a lot of support in the chat for us and moderates the chat so that we can keep all things going. But that out of the way, we're back to baking about 84 cupcakes. We can push it to 100 if I can, but I'm sticking with the numbers. A batch is 36, another batch 36, we have 72, and the third batch of another 24. How many numbers are that? I can't even remember. My head is all over the place. So if you can do the maths for me, we're doing 36, 36, and 24. Let's see what the numbers are. I think 96 cupcakes. So yes, and that will be about the batches of vanilla cupcakes. These are vanilla cupcakes that I derived the recipe myself. I have created this recipe on here time and again, so I'll leave details of the original recipe and the adaptations into cupcake form in the description box when we are done. But otherwise, welcome to the stream. And over here we hand you all things baking. So if you're a beginner, this is probably a great place to start. Join us, and whilst you're at it, please, 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 just a little bit of request from you. There is 10 of you in the chat. Just hit the like button for me, please. A thumbs up. If you don't know where it is, on the screen from which you're watching this live, on the top right corner, there's 3 dots there. If you click on the dots, some icons will drop down, and there's the thumbs up button. That just tells YouTube that you are excited to join in the stream. I don't know if you're excited, but I hope you get some value here. And the hope is to derive some great looking cupcakes that have baked well, and you can use that recipe for yourself. So I'm not going to waste so much time. I already have my sugar and margarine in here with vanilla, which I am going to start by creaming. Now when we finish this part, Amanda, I already did a whole monologue about you on here. So if you do go back to the stream, if you kind of go back, you will see that when I started the stream, I had to acknowledge you. Hello, darling. It's a pleasure to have you, and it's good to see you. In the monologue, I did say that the reason why I hadn't gotten in touch on the 4th of July, I did think about you because I'm like, Amanda is an American. She's enjoying 4th of July. But I also know that sometimes with all the good intention, you want to help out or do things, and then life be lifing, especially with kids and other responsibilities. So I just wanted to give you the space so that you can sort yourself out. But I hope your sleep has improved and the babies are doing well. Massive pleasure for you to have you here. Great to see you again. And I hope that you still feel just as much as you've always been. You feel loved here, and we appreciate you being here. Can you people feel that Amanda is back and I've got my soul back? That's just by the way. Amanda, we love you out here. Okay, darling? It's a pleasure to have you. But if you're just joining the stream, thank you again. It is exactly 7 minutes past 4 p.m. and my hope is to be able to derive these cupcakes. But it's a lot of work today, and I don't even know half of the time what I'm doing. So the intention is to get the cupcakes done, finish the stream, and then come back and finish the batch of cupcakes. And by so doing, we would have been done with all our cupcakes, and then I can move on to other tasks later. Hopefully I can be back to frost all the cupcakes for you to see, but I won't be promising that because it's a lot of work. But at least you will get to see the recipe develop into cupcakes, and then you can feel confident to use the cupcake, the cake recipe in your own time. Okay? Amanda, you are so welcome. I can see you're like, oh, thank you very much, Amanda. You are such a gem. We love you out here, okay? But I hope the babies are okay, though. I think whilst you've been gone, we've had a little help from Delany, who has also been supportive on here. But pleasure to have you here. And if you're in the chat, send Amanda some love, okay? Amanda has had a little break from YouTube, so a bit of love Amanda's way will not go amiss. I'm not the only one you're supporting, because when I am busy like washing up or distracted by other tasks, it is Amanda who keeps the chat going, okay? So leave us some love and let us know. Viv, how was school run? We have some new people out here, and Viv, I did see your comment. Viv left me a comment earlier about checking out the recipe. Yes, Viv, it's good to have you. Yes, you know what I did, Viv? I may be confusing you. What I did was I finished the chocolate, I finished the live for the chocolate, and now we're doing the vanilla cupcakes. And I will get that done, and then we'll continue with the red velvet. Because otherwise the stream becomes long and it's unnecessary. So this is just to kind of leave the stream in bits, just so that people can pick and choose what they want. Because I doubt people are going to sit through like 3 hours of baking content. Do you see what I mean? So I decided to break the stream up. So the first one was for the chocolate cupcakes, which we did. And then we're doing the vanilla cupcakes, which will be done. Then we can do red velvet. So we have all 3 streams as different things, and then people can pick and choose. When I go back and edit the fluff out, at least you have maybe 45 to 48 minutes of consistent baking content with information that's supposed to be helpful to you, and then you're not just wasting time sitting around. So Viv, that is some clarity to why I ended the stream, and I've just logged back in. But we have some new people here. There is Amanda. Amanda is our main OG moderator. She's been off for a little while and she's just come back. Delany, I suppose, is at grandma's at the moment. Amanda, we have a little help from our little helper Delany. She was here earlier, but I think she's gone off to look after her little sister who is 9, and also to go and see grandma, who she is making some salad with. So I'm sure you will see Delany at some point in the chat when she shows back in. But she is so lovely. She has helped us together. She keeps a day job and she helps us over here as well. So I'm sure you and her can catch up at some point. But that's a little bit of introduction here. But whilst all of that is ongoing, we've been creaming the sugar and margarine. I've spoken a ton about why I employ the creaming method for my cake here. So I think at this point in time, I'm probably going to add the eggs because we are making cupcakes. I'm wary to not over cream this because otherwise it will affect the rise of the cupcakes and then the cupcakes will fall over the lid. Oh my goodness. You know what? Viv, you're not the only one caught up in parental duties. In the earlier stream, I was saying how having a lot of support is what has helped me to kind of live my dream out here doing baking lives and baking tutorials. But you know what I didn't do today? I didn't book my son in for his school disco today, so he's very upset with me. He's on his way back from school though because dad has gone to pick him up. So I'm putting some eggs in here. So you're going for a getting ready for our counting mile round. Oh my God. Viv, I can hardly get out to do anything, let alone a run. Are you doing it with the family and the kids as well? Well done for encouraging them. Well done, well done. Oh God. I am a non-sporty person, okay? I don't like sports. I don't know sports. But I like to skip. I can just about try that. Right? So in the past, we've gotten this part of the bake right. But today, as you can see, told you, baking is a science. And some days the science can not be sciencing. So when you see that your batter looks like this, the emulsion is broken. As in, the emulsion is not coming together. You may occasionally want, if this was buttercream, something you might want to do is warm the bowl up and then it will activate the emulsifier. I think the emulsifier in egg is, oh, look what I did over here. The emulsifier in the egg is it less? I never get that name right. Is it lecithin or lecithin? It's one of them. But if you buy, sometimes when you buy sweets or chocolate or something, you look at the ingredient listing and you'll see, is it lecithin? You know what? It confuses me. The pronunciation always confuses me. So that is the emulsifier, and the emulsifier is the ingredient that is able to hold the two substances that do not naturally mix together and stabilizes them. So I have the butter, the creamy mixture here broken, and that is because I perhaps left the margarine out too long. I'm not sure what's happening here, but when that happens, don't get scared. Don't get scared at all. It will come together, and if it doesn't come together, when you introduce your other ingredients, it has a tendency to kind of bind everything together at this point. So I am letting this whip a little bit, and then I can add the flour. So there is Prisha in the chat. Prisha was here earlier. Prisha, you want to say hello to Amanda? Amanda is our moderator for the chat this moment right here. So Prisha, yes, Prisha, I'm back. I only ended the live so that we can be done with the chocolate parts. And Delany, I'm back. Did I not make myself clear that I'm closing the chat so that we can come back? Perhaps not. Delany, guess who is here? Delany, guess who is here? Amanda. You've heard me speak about Amanda. Amanda is back. I was just introducing you to Amanda earlier on. I said you'd gone to grandma's. And let's see. Yeah. I had said to Amanda, you've gone to grandma's and you're looking after your little sister. So Amanda is here. Amanda is the original moderator here. And she had taken a little break for a little while. I think the times that I would speak about Amanda, you've heard me speak about Amanda, haven't you? Unless perhaps you missed the last live I was talking about Amanda, you went on here. But Amanda is back today. So I was telling Amanda that while she's been on a break, you've been our great help here, and that you will meet each other. So you two, you can catch up over there. It's exciting for you two to kind of meet up and catch up. Hi, Gary. Is that Gary? Gary, how are you? Right. What am I doing here? I am adding the flour. The flour has a pinch of salt, and I'm adding buttermilk to the butter here. Right. And then we're adding the flour in portions. Oh, Gary, thank you. Gary, thank you so very much. Gary, where are you joining us from? Are you in the UK? And do you bake? We baked 84 cupcakes earlier. I think we might probably surpass that on this bake by going a little over that. But see, the batter is come together. Now when you're making cupcakes, you want to be very careful, because if you cream it to add more air, the texture will be light, but it is likely going to overflow in your cupcake case as well. And you want to make sure that your tins are also deep enough to hold your cupcake cases. So look at me, I am literally stirring this in. Most of the time the guidance is not to do that. Okay, you turn this in and out, but look, I've done this enough time to know that it will not make a huge difference, as long as we're not trying to stir this in for an hour doing this, because then we will overdevelop the gluten, right? So if you're in the chat, hello there. I am in my happy place because I have two of my favorite people in the stream. I have Amanda, my moderator, and I have Delany, another moderator, and both of them are in the chat. Both of them are like my wing people, and they hold me together. And when I get distracted over here, they keep you like engaged in the chat. So I'm kind of happy. Can you see I'm happy? Anyway, let's finish this batter. We're done. So we were talking about earlier, in our earlier stream, we were talking Happy News Friday. It's Friday. What are your Friday plans over there? Me, I'm stuck in this kitchen with all them cupcakes, because when I finish baking the cupcakes, well, let me make it clear as we go on. We're going to finish the batches of vanilla cupcakes. We'll get off the stream, and then we'll be back to make red velvet cupcakes. So that will be 3 streams within the 2-hour mark, right? And if possible, I don't know how it's going to run, because when I finish the cupcakes, I'm gonna have to cut some cupcake toppers, the specialized ones, and then I have some errands to run, and then when I come back, I have to then decorate the cupcakes. So it will depend. My day doesn't finish until about 4 a.m. and I still have to sit up, finish a whole cake tonight, look at my hosting notes. Oh, anyway, Amanda and Amanda and Delany. Delany would know, but Amanda, I am emceeing the event I'm making these cupcakes for. I'm the MC. I'm the event host tomorrow, and I haven't even sat down to look at my notes to see what I'm doing. It's a lot. And I don't even know what I am wearing for sure. My hair is not done, but I'll put a picture up tomorrow when I manage to get myself dolled up. So you look on the community post for all of that. With that said, I have a very long evening. So as best as possible, I'll bring you along the journey. And where the journey stops, we'll leave it as that. And then I will update you on the community post. So I say that to say, this is the part of the baking where we're doing the vanilla cakes. And then we'll come back, we'll finish it off later, come back and get red velvet done. Okay, just so that we are clear. Gary, you like the way I cook. Gary, where are you joining us from? Are you in the UK? Oh, okay. Vivian is telling us about her Friday. Vivian did some baking, completed some ganache, did the school run, and now she is getting ready to get out of the house with the kids. Vivian, you've had a great Friday then. Okay, my Friday is me out here. I've been in the kitchen all day, and I didn't book my little guy for ha ha ha. So my little guy is is shy because he knows I'm on a live, but he's going out soon with dad. So my Friday starts and stops here in the kitchen, but I'm not mad because I am out here living my baking dreams and passions, and for me it's a pleasure. Gary, what's your Friday like? You want to tell us about your Friday? I know Delany was at work, rested a bit, looking after her little sister, and then she'll be off to see grandma. Right? Yeah, I forgot. Delany is going roller skating. You know what, Delany, for a young person, you have quite a few healthy hobbies over there. It's really nice. And thanks for sharing. Okay? So, if you're just joining the stream, hello there. We are attempting to bake about 90 plus cupcakes. Okay? And this is the first batch over here. Look at what I've done. I'm dipping my cupcake scoop in hot water, which is why the butter is not sticking to the butter is not sticking to the scoop, right? So let's see how many cupcakes we'll get in total. So we are talking about your Friday plans. Me, after baking the 3 batches, what's the time? It's 4:30. So I probably will be finishing the bake until maybe about 7 o'clock. And then I'm dashing out for a quick errand. And then I'll come back, do the custom toppers, and probably be back on a live to frost the cupcakes. I don't know. And then when I finish frosting the cupcakes, I'll have to box and get them out of the way. And the next thing I have to do is start on a bridal themed, a bride-to-be themed cake that I have to sort out. Okay. So can you see that my day is overwhelmed with baking? But I'm not complaining. So in between, I probably will stop for a takeaway. Normally, I like home-cooked meals, but I'm not going to be able to do that today. So I might stop for a takeaway. I have to choose between a cheeky McDonald's or a KFC. I don't know. And yeah, it's cake-scented. Does that look familiar? Does that look familiar at all? Whatever I am doing. Amanda, what is the rest of your Friday looking like? Are you going to be able to catch some good sleep and rest up, my darling? And yeah, Delany is going roller skating. And Delany, is it tonight you're cooking with grandma? Yeah, you're doing the salad with grandma, correct? And if you have some good news to share about your Friday, we want to hear it. Okay? Because we are not just like talking about baking seriousness here. Some of this, what I'm doing right now, is more about just keeping connection and keeping us engaged, because we all need it sometimes, right? We want a healthy online community where we can all catch up and be friends. So for me, I'm excited to have you along my journey, and thank you for supporting my little baking passions over here. And Gary, are you still here with us, Gary? Gary likes what I cook. Thank you. I like that you've chosen to spend your afternoon with me out here. Yeah, Gary? I appreciate you being here with me. Okay, Delany is almost on her way out to see grandma. Delany, not to worry at all. I am sure we will still catch up at some point. So sending our love and hugs to grandma, and enjoy your time. here is something to think about. Whilst the lives are exciting, here's something to note. If you're at grandma's, don't bother being on the live. You know why? Because enjoy your time over there, okay? Enjoy your time and catch up with family, and probably leave the phone at the door. That is some good advice, because oh, our online activities here are all exciting. Our online activities are all exciting, but you know what? When you're off on, when you're enjoying time with family, do stay present. Take your time and make an intentional choice to be there. You know. So, whilst I am online, you'd be surprised. I don't have a great relationship with my phone like that. When I'm not online and I'm out celebrating friends or doing things with family, my phone is not there with me. Okay. So, Delany, that's a little bit of advice for you. Unrequested advice, okay? Whilst it's selfish of me to, and I enjoy the fact that you're here to support me, grandma's time is so precious. So go and have a good time and don't feel guilty about it. All right? Have a good time. And I am sure, look, I've caught up with you all week in the community posts. And if you haven't subscribed or joined the community here, you are missing out, because we all catch up in the community post. And oh, Amanda, I should tell you, we have what do you call it? One lady, she's called Dolly. You would see her in some of my comments. She's this lady, a young lady who has just started baking. And she enjoys baking. She had a market stall. She told us all about it. And we are all invested in her journey. I haven't seen her for a few days now, so probably I should leave her a comment to say hello. I haven't been able to do that consistently. But yeah, that is just a little something I just thought I'll tell you, Amanda. We have Dolly. Dolly something. I forgot what it is she says. But anyway, that is just me babbling on about stuff that has nothing to do with anything. But our cupcakes are done. We don't want to overfill the pans, just in case if I stamp them, it's just to level them up and to pop out any possible air bubbles in them, right? So let's just make sure we have even quantities. You can never always get them as evenly as you like it, but as best as possible, just ensure that there is enough butter in them. I would rather have a little more than less, right? So we have 36 cupcakes here. I'm going to put those in the oven, and then we'll look at the time and we'll start gauging ourselves. Yeah. Okay, that is first batch of 96 cupcakes done. So the first batch of cupcakes is gone. Let's set an alarm. This will bake for 22 minutes at 160 degrees C. Let me just make sure we are at 160. Yeah, 160 degrees C. Alarm clock. Okay, so it's 16:35. If we threw in another 25 minutes, that will take us to 5 o'clock. So let's say 5:55, which is 17:55. Okay, so that is exactly 20 minutes. Yeah, 17:55. Oh, today is Friday. Okay. Oh no, 16:55. Look at me, my math is not mathing. That is 20 minutes from now. And what am I prepping? L. Oh, thank you, L. L says thank you. Black Forest cake, Amanda. Can you see my hands? Amanda, if you are nominated a Black Forest cake, it's on. You know why? Because that pineapple upside down bake, sis, that was so good. Okay? Right. I haven't made a Black Forest cake, and that is because it's technical to make the sponge, to get the sauce and all of that. I haven't. But now that you've nominated it, I'm gonna just hang it on my to-do lists. And then I'll be back to prep it. You bet I'll be doing that. Okay. So Amanda, yes. I haven't baked one yet, but if you say so, it's a yes. Okay. So yes, a black forest cake. And somebody is asking, what am I preparing? I am baking some cupcakes. I've already baked. I need about 240 cupcakes. So I've baked a batch of 80 chocolate cupcakes in the previous live, and there's a batch of vanilla 36 that have gone in. So we are baking about. We are hoping to get about, say, another 80 plus vanilla cupcakes to add to the bunch. And then when we're done, we'll be back to get some red velvet cupcakes over there. Okay, Delany. Look, Black Forest cake is not a joke, because it requires different techniques, and because you have to derive the sponge to be so light in a specific way, and it uses the Genoese sponge method. If you like, you have to whip the eggs and then add it to the cake dry ingredient. It has to rise a certain way, and you have to get a kind of texture that is like what do you call it, oh, the cake that is used as a jam roll, the cake that you make and then you can roll it together. Yeah, the sponge has to be similar in texture to that, if you like. And then you have to ensure that the flavor combinations, like the liqueur, that is if you're using liqueur, or the sauce that goes in. Then you have fresh cream. Fresh cream is a bit to use. So before I started this live series, right, my life has involved a lot of baking, but it's much because I also bake for customers. So I only bake what I have been requested to do, and I don't get to venture into new adventures, which is why the series where you pick a bake, I complete it, was exciting for me, because it gave me a chance to try different things that are normally in my peripherals of the baking activity, right? So yes, I'll be happy to undertake a Black Forest cake. So Delany and Amanda, my two favorite people, agreeing on something, that is a yes for me. So we have our batch of cupcakes in the oven already. I'm bringing the second mixer out so that we can start the second batch of cupcakes, because we have to get a move on that. So whilst we're at it, let me just line one of the things, because we're baking another batch of 36. So if you're in the chat, I know, Delany, 71 people in the street. I don't know where all of you have come from, but anyway, if you're still here, can you see my happy face? Thank you for being here, okay? Thank you for spending your Friday afternoon with me. Thank you for taking time to stop by. Thank you for engaging in the chat. And whilst you're there, do hit the like button so that YouTube will know you're here with me. YouTube would know that you have had fun, and it will put the video in front of other people who might find it useful. Because at this point, the lives are not just for the information focused, task centered baking. It is also for connection. It is also for activity, because this is like our little space in the online group here where we catch up and we talk about the things that excite us. And we know a few of you have different activities and things to do today. Some Delany has a lot of family activities today, and me personally, I am still stuck in the kitchen. I'm having a takeaway. My son is in the other room doing stuff. So I thank you for being here. You're just making my dreams come true, and I'm just excited. We are headed towards 5K. So can we, I don't want to preempt it, and can I just say something? Something honest and vulnerable. I haven't been keen to celebrate the little milestones in my YouTube journey. And that is because I've never been sure what that looks like or what that is, you know. And even though I hope I will grow and succeed at what I'm doing, I haven't been so sure of myself about it. So with the numbers growing and most of you being excited to be here celebrating with me, it's like it blows my mind. Okay, that's a little part of what I'm thinking that I thought I'll share with you. So thank you for being here. Whilst we're at it, we are going to finish the bakes. So the ingredients have already been measured. I am using margarine here, right? And the sugar. The clanging is a bit of ASMR. So if you like some ASMR, have fun, okay? Okay, thank you. I can see my moderators. Thank you. Amanda, Delany, thank you both for holding it down in this stream for me. I love you both for all you do for me because you interact with everyone as I would myself. So I am so grateful to have you. All 81 of you, can you send some love Amanda and Delany's way? Okay, leave a heart emoji there just so that they know they're doing a great job, because we are big here on supporting the team out here. Delany is suggesting that for our 5K milestone we should do a Q&A. So who is up for a Q&A? Leave a hand wave, one hand wave in the chat. And if you are up for something else, leave a suggestion. But the lead thing right now is a Q&A. And if it's a Q&A, I think we might get to the 5K sooner than I think. But whenever we do the Q&A, we'll probably leave a thing in the community post so that you guys can come and ask me questions and I'll answer them. I'll try and answer them as best as possible. So we'll see. That will be exciting. I'll be out here telling all my business. Meg Elizabeth. Meg, welcome to the stream. How are you today? Happy Friday. Right. The problem with this mixer, this is just me kind of preempting what's going to happen. The other mixer has a very mild motor, so it's not very loud, whereas this mixer tends to be a little loud, especially for the quantity of the mix. So once I turn this mixer on, it's going to be hard to talk over it without feeling like I'm screaming in a dark room. So here's what we're going to do. If you're in the chat there's 61 of you. If each one of you hit the like button, right, I am sure YouTube will keep recommending this stream to other people and we'll keep growing on here. So do consider doing that. And I know Amanda and Delany are doing a good job of keeping you prompted on doing that. So I appreciate you guys for doing all of that. But whilst you are there, right, when this gets too loud, I'm not going to be able to shout over it. But stick with me. Don't leave, right? If you have time, stick with me. Probably consider it as a bit of ASMR, okay? Just sit through it, calming, or do something else. And Amanda will keep you engaged. That is if Delany hasn't left. Both of them will keep you engaged in the chat. The question we're looking to answer here is, what should we do for our 5K subscriber mark? The leading suggestion is to do a Q&A where I'll come and answer questions and we'll get to know each other better, and then you get some clarity to certain things you want answers for. I'll be happy to do that. If you have other suggestions, we can come back, sit here, have a cup of tea with some cake and have fun, and I can tell you, like, let's have fun with it, okay? But that is in the future. But leave your suggestions. Amanda and Delany will keep you engaged. Delany is making a suggestion that I should make a poll in the community post. So leave your suggestions and then I will come later and do a post in the community post so that we can survey and see what is the lead option of things we want to do for the 5K mark. But whilst Delany and Amanda is keeping you guys engaged in the chat, let me just do some washing up, a little bit of ASMR. The clanging and the noise should be calming for you. And I'll be back to add the other ingredients in here. Okay? Thank you for sticking with me. Right. Now that's been creaming for a little while now. I must say though, I was very worried about completing such a large number of big cupcakes on a live, especially in an organized manner. But with the help of the moderators in the chat, I am so grateful. Thank you, Amanda and Delany. Thank you so very much. Because sometimes when I'm on the live, I'm as much as these marathon baking sessions are not structured and they are more for connection, I am also conscious of the fact that it has to be valuable. Okay, you don't log on to joining me on here just so that I can just complete some washing up whilst this is just going on and on. I'm conscious of the fact that I want to still bring you value in however small way I can do that. So if there is no clear definition of the value proposition, you won't see me on here. You won't, okay? And so you can go utilize your time properly. But I also recognize that because I run this all by myself and I do not have any active assistance behind me in terms of the baking, but I do have a lot of assistance in my life because whilst I'm still here, which I've been stood here since I think 2 p.m., my son is well looked after by dad, and that's a lot of help my heart is grateful for. So I say that to say, send some love their moderators way. Amanda and Delany, send them some heart emojis and say a big thank you for me because I really appreciate what they do, especially when I'm busy watching. I know you want a bit of ASMR, but you didn't ask for it, okay? So if you're just joining the stream over there, there is 30 of you. Thank you for being here. I so appreciate your help and your support. Okay, the cupcake, that is an alarm saying our cupcake should be sorted now. So I'll leave that to run for another 5 minutes whilst we add the eggs to the batter here. The cupcakes are big, but they are not done, so we have a few more minutes. I was also saying that I was worried about completing such a large baking task in a live without it getting out of hand and being so disorganized. But I'm really pleased that we've kept things organized and moving, and it's actually kept me together in a good way, because if I was doing this outside of the live, there will be a lot of chaos and mess around me, which isn't the case. So perhaps the light is a savior. Nengi is back. Nengi, hi. You know what? After catching up with you yesterday, I thought, is the name Nengi or Nengai? I wasn't sure. But Nengi is one of our new friends over here. It's a pleasure to have you. I am sending you happy hearts. Shorts for you. Hey, hi. How are you today? Thank you for joining us again on another live. See why I said the mixer is a bit noisy. If you're leaving me a hello or hi in the chat and I'm not responding, it's because this is too noisy. Let's finish baking and then I'll talk to you. It's okay, shorts for you. I see if I was quiet, it's because the noise of the mixer just makes it feel like I am screaming at you in a dark room. So forgive me. Gary, I saw Gary was in the chat a little while. That's Gary Cash. Gary, if you're still here with me, hello. And shorts for you, don't worry, I know you have bad internet. Join in anytime. The thing about these lives are the videos are still on for you to see later if you choose to come back, and you can join us on several lives in the future. Okay, don't you worry. I've just added some buttermilk if you're wondering what that was. And that is the final part of the cupcake. I said the cupcake batter. And yes, Delany, if you ever came to the UK, you will have a private cupcake, a private baking session with me if you would like. And we'll go to some of the UK places. And yes, Amanda was talking about Swiss roll. Yeah, Swiss roll was what I was trying to say, that to make a black forest cake, you want to make sure that the sponge has this similar properties as the sponge that is used for a Swiss roll. I couldn't remember the name Swiss roll, but yes, it's lovely. It's a very light textured sponge, super light, that is baked, and then jam is added in the middle, or cream filling, and then it's rolled out and it's cut. Oh, it is lovely, Amanda. So let's see, those are like home bakes. Oh, Daddy. Okay, it's okay. You look nice.
Thank you.
Welcome to the stream. Okay. Oh, okay. That is just by the way. I'm just paying someone a compliment over here. Okay. Ignore me. Meg is from yeah, Meg is from the UK too. Meg, hello. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Meg. And I think a little part of me is still like looking at Delany and think, oh, she's gonna leave a little soon. But anyway, I'm aware of that, darling. What's the time up there? I know it's a 6-hour time difference, so it's probably afternoon over there. It's late evening here. Amanda, I hope I get the Amanda is from Alabama. Is that correct? Amanda, I haven't fluffed this up, have I? Or is it delayed? Now I'm very confused. Okay, so yeah, Amanda, I mean, Delany. Happy Friday, lovely. Happy Friday. What are you doing this Friday? Any plans for your Friday, Meg? Your name, such an old-fashioned, nice name, Meg Elizabeth. Has it got something to do with Queen Elizabeth? It's a lovely name you've got there, Meg. I'm from Alabama. It would have been really bad if I didn't remember that. Okay, Delany, can I assign you to a country and a state where you come from? You know what? Do you want to leave that in the chat? Delany from, there's quite a bit of you, so it will take a bit of getting used to. And some days I try to imagine the US. I've never been there before, but it will be lovely. Can you imagine? Okay, Central Standard Time. Okay, 11:02. Okay, so it's still like brunch, late morning for you over there. Oh, okay. What was I doing at 11:02? Yeah, I was filling a cake. So we have derived the second batch of the butter. Now we are going to fill that into that next cupcake tins. Okay, so another 36. Let's work out. Oh, I can't seem to work out the right way to kind of sort these out. Can you see? Okay, yeah. All right, do we have the scoop? Yeah, the scoop is here. Let's get us some water. And the reason why I pour warm water, I dip the scoop in warm water, is just so that it doesn't stick.
What's this? They're going to run away.
Rio, everyone can hear you. Okay, there you have it. So this will probably derive a bit more than the 36 cupcakes, but that is fine. I can handle that. Boy, I have my son getting ready for swimming. Delany, come on, get something to eat before your day starts. Okay? Are you not a breakfast person then? I am not a breakfast person. Look at me telling somebody what to do. right? I am not a breakfast person, but I do recognize that it's important to eat something healthy in the morning to keep the belly. Right. The problem with these particular tins are I bought them when I was very naive and unsure of my baking journey. So these are very light, as in they are not very deep. You want to get deeper cupcake tins that are not too shallow, because they will hold your cupcake cases better, and they will give a nice muffin size bake for you. But anyway, that is option 1. And then we will move on to option 2. Amanda, not to worry at all. Amanda, come on, don't you worry. You can go now and do whatever you need to do. And if you do come back and catch up with us, we'll be pleased to have you. And if it's not today, you can see us another time. You know, we are stuck here with each other for a long time, okay? So don't you worry. Amanda has to go now. So send some love Amanda's way before she leaves. And Delany is not a breakfast person. So back on to Amanda. If I don't respond to you sooner, I'll catch up with you in the community post or in the comment section. Sending you some virtual hugs and much love to you and the babies. Take care, my love. Bye now. Yeah? Bye. Bye, Amanda. Okay, so if you're just joining the stream, hi there. We were also discussing plans about what to do on our 5K subscriber mark. And Delany, who made the main the standing suggestion at the moment, is for us to do a live Q&A. Okay, so if you would like a Q&A, leave us a thumbs up for that, and check back in the community post in the near future to see the poll about what we are doing in detail, and about also the Q&A. If you don't ask me a question, I have nothing to answer, right? So bring your questions along and let's answer them so we can all have a great experience. But yeah, anything from baking to baking tips to this is the internet, right? There's not a lot about me that I fancy bringing on here, as in, okay. That is simply because there is so much about baking, and because I'm a baker, I'm focused on bringing you some baking information. But if you have some personal questions that I feel like I can answer or give you some clarity to, I would. So just come and ask me anything. Can you? Yeah? But I am aware that this channel is, the platform is mine, but it's your show. So I don't want to start making it about me. Do you see what I mean? Am I being too precious about it? Okay, let's see. Right? Right. So Delany is telling us in the chat she is not a breakfast person. Me neither. So that makes the two of us. But you have a long day ahead of you, my dear. So try have something to eat. Yeah? If you were here with me, probably I'll be giving you cupcakes for breakfast. I know it's not healthy, but cupcakes are my love language. Ask the people around me. You want to lose weight, and I'm still serving them cupcakes. So I'll be like, oh, what kind of friend am I? I am that person, right? Don't come. I love my people, right? And cupcake is my love language. I will give you cake and cupcake, even when you say, look, I'm on my way to the gym. That is just by the way. Okay, there's enough butter there. So let's see. Let's have a look at our cupcake. Now let's move these out of here. Oh wow. Okay. Right. Oh wow. These have baked, right? Okay. Did you notice I nearly burnt myself though? Yeah. We have some lovely flat-topped cupcakes here, my people. So the cupcake recipe works, my people. There you go. So if you're out here not sure about a cupcake recipe that bakes well, you needn't worry now then, do you? Okay, so our cupcakes baked all right. What do you think? Look, we have flat topped, not overly risen cupcakes. They baked slow and nice. Normally, for me to be able to derive such a good bake, I have to put some water in so that it serves as a cooling mechanism. But no, this baked fantastic. There is no, sometimes do I have the challenge of the cupcake rising over the edge. But look, so temperature control, consistency of the batter, and technique contributes to a well-baked cake like this. I am so happy with my, yeah, they look really, really, really lovely. Yusra. Oh, Yusra, thank you very much. Nengi. Yes, they look really nice. I am so happy. But when cupcakes come out of the oven like this, two things happen. In the bowl, in the tray, they continue to bake. Or when you try to take them out, they get really delicate. So you want to kind of have a look before you decide what to do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave them on a tray. But the next batch is already in, and I'm going to turn this a little bit on 160 again so that they bake. Look, okay, so there's quarter past, another half an hour, quarter to, and we are done. So that's another 72 batch done. So let's try and take them out, and I will take one and break it apart, and then we'll see what it looks like on the inside, just so that you can have the full experience. But they came out great, right? So when I tell you the recipes work, I mean, you can judge for yourself now. Yeah, but yeah, some good cupcakes. I love them. Ah, yeah, you know what, Delany? Having a cupcake with no frosting on it is my jam. Honestly, this is how I like my cupcake as a baker. When the cake comes out of the oven and you have a warm, nice cupcake to eat, that's my jam. I don't like all the fuss. So when I see a cupcake with fondant elements, it looks pretty. And as a cake maker and a cake artist, I understand it. But that just ruins the whole show for me. Just give me a cupcake hot and nice, okay? But these are baked right. I'm so happy with the outcome of these. You have no idea the joy I feel right now in my belly. And that's another 72 done. 36, a batch of 36. So the next batch is in, and we're going to line these things and then put the other batter in, and I'll see if I have the number I want. If I do, then I'm probably not going to bake the next batch, but we'll see. So that is, we are lining the next batch again. But mind you, we still have a batch of red velvet cupcakes to go. Okay, that's just by the way for these ones. If I get another, let's see, if I get another 18, 12 to 18, then I probably won't bake the third batch, because the vanilla cupcakes are my largest batch, because those are going to be divided into 2 different flavors. But it's not like, it doesn't have to be super specific. So let's see how much butter we have here and how much I can derive with those. Yeah, you know what? I am a baker, so yes, the frosting. Who likes a cupcake without frosting? Me. So Delany, you and me are are similar in some ways. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like too much. I don't like frosting if I can help it. But when I have to, it's just a little bit to add some sort of flavor to the cupcake. There is 43 of you here. If each one of you in the chat right now decided that you were going to like this video, we will have a record number of likes on the live session. And actually today we've had a record number of people joining in. Thank you very much for being here and for supporting the stream. I so much appreciate you. If you want to remain a silent watcher watching what we're doing, that is fantastic. But if you want to join in on the fun, you are welcome, okay? And if it's your first time you see me here, my name is Gladys. I make cakes. I love cakes. Have you noticed? I can talk cakes for a lifetime. I can bake for a long time. Anybody ever told you that? I love cakes, okay? I do. Okay. I think we got to where we needed to go. And that is fine. We got 18 cupcakes here. If I bake the next, because I have some cupcakes to give away also, so I've got to think about those ones as well, right? Okay. Okay. Hold on. Right. So I think our batches of cupcakes are done now because we have 36 in there and then we have another 18. So 72 plus 18, we have what? 90. We have 90 cupcakes. Yeah, I think that's fair. Because if we made the red velvet, so we have 80 plus 90, that is 170. And then we're making another 60 of red velvet, or 72 red velvet. Hmm. 72. 80 plus 90, that's 80 plus 90, that's 170. Yeah. And then if we threw in another 70 red velvet. Oh, that's 250. Okay, so I think I'm good here. I'm good. So this quantity will go towards the red velvet. The other one, the last 200 cupcakes I made, I filmed them in a short series. But yes, I just thought I'll bring this on a live. So there's a marathon of 200 cupcakes. And yep, it is an absolute pleasure to have you in the stream today. And yeah, our cupcakes are baking. We have another 25 minutes. Delany has a long day ahead of her with family activities. But Delany, if you will keep the chat going, I just want to finish the ASMR form of washing up. But if you're in the stream, let us know what your Friday is, what plans you have, what are you doing that is exciting, that you don't mind sharing. Also, leave us some suggestions for what you would like us to do for our 5K subscriber mark, because gradually we are getting there. But whilst you're at it, do consider subscribing. Hit the subscribe button, join the community here. We'll send you virtual hugs and love. And also, don't forget to like this video and leave your notification buttons on so that when we post in the community post, you are in it. When I'm on a live, you are notified. Or when there's a video out, you get informed as well. It's a pleasure to have you. And this is what our actual bake looks like. It was baked on the series. We have flat topped looking cupcake. Oh, I realized I didn't break one for you to see the crumb. Okay, let's have a look at the crumb. Okay, let's break a cupcake and look at the crumb. Yeah, right. So this were baked at 160 degrees C for 28 minutes, right? So let's see, this is what you are looking at. This is the cupcake crumb, right? It is lightly textured. This is a cupcake I will eat myself. Lovely. Lovely. Just in case you want to see the crumb. So it's a nice cupcake. Delany, what's the song you have stuck in your head? So if you see me quiet, it's because I don't want to be talking when I have food in my mouth. Yeah, bear with me. Is it the kids ABC? There's Delany, our moderator, talking to us about a song stuck in her head. Well, the only thing I have stuck here is a cupcake stuck in my mouth, okay? It's a good one. So you want to try that too, my dear. So if you're looking for a reliable cupcake recipe, perhaps this is one to, this should be your go-to. All done. Delany has had A, B, C, D. Let me stop singing that, okay? Because sometimes you don't know the rules on YouTube, whether someone will claim it as copyright. I don't know. I just don't want the drama with nobody, okay? I just don't want the drama. So that's the cupcake. It has a nice crumb. I think after eating that cupcake, I want myself a nice cup of tea. Is that a bad thing to want or to ask for? Who likes a cup of tea, and how do you like your tea? I like my tea strong, hot. Like, don't bring me a lukewarm cup of tea. What is that? As an African, I grew up drinking tea. As an African, I grew up drinking tea with evaporated milk. But having lived in England for what? Nearly 2 decades now. It's like I don't even know what that tea looks like with evaporated milk. Too milky. Give me a cup of tea with fresh milk. So, talking about tea, I'm going to boil the kettle. Oh, Delany, you don't like tea? Am I how do am I ignorant for thinking that Americans, some of you like is it iced tea? What is that? I sound like a belligerent idiot right now, but a bit of education. What is iced tea? I would have thought Americans would like tea, maybe a different kind of specialized tea, but hey, let me just organize these and then we can start sorting out some ingredients for the red velvet cupcake. Yeah, and this should be fine over there. Right, I'm gonna get a tissue paper so we can dry some, we can organize our bowls and bits for the ingredients. Yeah, so those in the chat, are you all bakers? Like, do you really enjoy baking? And if you're not, give us a reason why you're here. We love you being here. I'm just curious because I'm like, I only come here to bake, right? So if you're not a baker, I'm just wondering. But I know sometimes the chit chat and the excitement of community is also a thing, right? And if you guys love being on the internet, what is your favorite thing to engage in on the internet? I know people have different sort of preferences. Okay, right. People have different preferences. I'm just using the paper towel to dry the water. Last night I stood here and I did 6 rounds of Swiss and French buttercream, which is what is going to be used to frost the cupcake. Okay, right. Okay, so this is me and my baking utensils and pots and oh gosh, right? So, right, there you go. I am finding out a bit about you guys. Delany hates tea in any form, even when it is for medicinal purposes for her siblings. She hates it. Oh gosh. Don't be such a wuss. What do you, Delany? Come on. Okay. Okay. So, right. So, bear with me. Let me get some more ingredients. Oh, look. That fell over. Okay. That's what happens sometimes with baking. Oh, you have no idea how many ingredients I have kind of had to lose. Okay, that goes in. Okay, there you go. Right, so we have that in there. Oh, you don't like hot drinks. Okay, that is fine. Delany is telling us about what she doesn't like very much. Okay, let's do. Right, this is red velvet. I could use caster sugar or granulated sugar, but I have granulated sugar left, so I am using that. I need about 640 grams of that. Okay. All right. And these are for the red velvet, by the way. So if you're just wondering what I'm doing here, I am trying to sort out ingredients for the next batch of bakes, which is a red velvet set of cupcakes. At the moment, we've already derived a complete batch of nearly 90 cupcakes for we don't measure our vanilla here, so but I'll leave exact quantities in the description box. So that is the base done here. Now let's get the eggs ready. There is about 415 grams of eggs that I need. For this batch of bakes, I bought about 11 crates of eggs, and each 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 each crate. So there's what, 11 crates of 12 eggs. So about 210. Is it 11? 100. Look, my math ain't right. 11 crates of 12 eggs per crate, and they're all gone. This is the last crate. So that is a lot of baking. There you go. I'm gonna leave that in the. Okay, right. Okay, so I'm gonna run some water over these. And if you wonder why I run water over the eggs, that is because warm eggs whip better. So I'm just trying to warm the eggs up easily, right? And then I need some, I should not forget, there is some Okay, yeah. Whilst we're at it, I should not forget. Now I'm going to warm the buttermilk up a little bit. And the warm eggs are back. And I'm gonna derive 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, here's an interesting question. How much do you estimate that a large egg weighs? Can anyone take a guess in the chat for me? Right. Our aim is to get to 5K. So, if you haven't subscribed yet, kindly join the community here. We are literally nearly at over there. So please, 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 please support us. I think that would be a nice feat to achieve. So support the dream and let's get to 5K. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. I would really appreciate that. Declining a bit of ASMR, okay? Right, here we are. Okay, that done. We have the eggs here. But I did ask, can you guesstimate how much a large egg weighs? Wow, we need 150 subscribers more to get to. We are close. I didn't know we were that close. Thank you. Every one of you who has already subscribed. Thank you for being. Every one of you who has already subscribed, thank you for being here. You are making my dreams come true, and I really appreciate you. Right. Okay. Flour. We need 200 grams of these. There was a time, did I ever tell? I know I did hints at a time where I literally had to throw away a lot of bakes. And that's because I swapped the heads of these things. The self-raising flour is the white one, and the plain flour is the gray top. And one time I accidentally swapped them over, and I needed plain flour for the bake, and I kept putting self-raising flour, and I kept getting funny results. I'm like, what is this? And it didn't occur to me until I ended up chucking about 3. Right, so we're not making a chocolate cake, we're making red velvet cake, but red velvet has a note of chocolate tones to it. Right, the 50 shelled. The egg is shelled. If it's still in a shell, how much do you think it weighs? Because a large egg can equally be unshelled. I can't even remember. Don't go snooping on the community page, Delany. Just answer it. 0. Yes. Okay. Was it in the community page or yes, when I did the When I did the pineapple upside down cake, I remember. I don't know if I left it as notes in the description box or it was in the community page, but I have said it somewhere before. So yes, this is information that is out there. So a shell, and a whole egg still in a shell. How much do you think it weighs? Carabo. Yes, I was a little bit laggy. Is it okay, Delany? I saw that it glitched a little bit. How is it now? For those of you in the stream, is it still lagging? Because I've just been notified that it is a bit laggy. I think sometimes the network is a bit... Yes, okay. Yes, I know. So we will find out in a moment. But what am I looking for, Glad? What am I looking for? I am looking for a... When I tell you things are not perfect, my whisk broke. And I can't find the one with the handle. It's to find it means I have to spend a lot of time looking for it. So we'll work with... okay, so we are not lagging. Right, so our ingredients for the red velvet is sorted. We are only just waiting for our cake to be done, and then we can start on our cupcakes, the recent batch to be done, and then we can start on the cupcakes. Right, so let's tidy these out of the way. Right, okay, let's leave this here. Tidy these out of the way. Wow, that's a lot of baking today, but I'm so proud. We've achieved beyond our goals here. All right, so there you have it. So yeah, that's here. I still have to work out what I'm doing in my head. Right, there you go. All right, and I think okay, the egg in a shell. Delany, lunch is done. What are you having for lunch? What is Delany having for lunch? Okay, let's check on our cupcakes. Oh, wow, they are done. Okay. Right, let's get them out. I am so pleased with how they bake so flat. Okay. So a good tip, bake them low. Right, there you have it. Right, I'm gonna put these back in there. Right, that is 10 to 6, right? So if you're wondering what we're doing, we were baking some cupcakes. There's about 90 cupcakes altogether, and at the moment we have baked the first batch of 36, another batch here that is 72, and we have the 18 that has just gone in, and that makes a total of 90 cupcakes. I know, Delany. Oh, Delany. Delany, you're teasing us with your pizza, your bagels over there. Enjoy lunch whilst we are finishing up over here. So if you're wondering what recipe I use, the recipe is up on the channel. It's my vanilla cupcake cake recipe, but I make a small change of swapping portions of the self-raising flour for plain flour when I'm deriving cupcakes from the same recipe. So that is something to note for sure. Saying that, we have to then transfer these cupcakes on a baking tray, and we will be finishing this stream, and we'll be logging back in the next few minutes to start on a batch of, let's say, 60 cupcakes, and then that will be we'll call it a day without bakes today. But if you just join us in the stream and you're wondering what we are doing, we are undertaking a large number of 240 cupcakes here, and we are baking them as a baking marathon. Okay, we've already baked some chocolate ones, so if you want to see those chocolate cupcakes baked in a live, you can check back in the previous